Good morning. Hey, Sally and Tony. Good morning to you. Hello, everybody. Come on in and wake up and say hello. And cheers to everyone. Hope you have your cuppa. Let's start by going into our hearts. So hand on the heart. And slow down the breathing. And add in the love and a smile. Got to put the smile in there. So once more, a deep breath into your heart. Slow down everything. Just reach that place of pure peace inside of you. And then exhale, letting go of everything. There's nothing more important than you reaching into your heart every day. Welcome, welcome. We're getting a full house in here. Good morning, Kathleen, Annie, Banani, Blue Jean. Oh, it's good to see you, Blue. I hope you're able to stay with us today. Did you get your internet fixed? Hopefully. And who else is here? Thank you for sharing this. All right. Well, we have a few people in. How's everybody doing this morning? To do our morning check-in. That's why you come in here, to see how everybody's doing. Make sure the family's okay, right? So check in and let us know. Annie, how is our Grayson doing? Good morning, Kathy Hand. Well, let's see what's going on. The angels had a message for us about greatness. So let's go to that. You're up since 5 a.m. Oh, Kathleen, I can so relate to you, darling. Actually, I got a little more than 2 hours last night. So, so I think I'm a little groggy from sleeping today. Grayson's doing okay. All right, so I guess I need to have a little talk with our Grayson, don't I? Good morning, Hope. And Annie's been up since 3. We're just going to have a 3 a.m. meeting, I think. All right, be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them. That's from William Shakespeare. He was quite the man, wasn't he? One of my favorite sayings is, "It's a great day to have a great day." It's not my original saying. I've heard it for years, but from the first time I heard it, I have thought that I wanted to embrace it as my own. I wanted to print it everywhere and place it where I could see it first thing in the morning. Actually, I wanted to paint it up above my bed so that when I opened my eyes, I would see it. It's such a marvelous mindset to get into. So when I wake up, even if there are things going on in life where maybe I'm tired or I have some physical stuff happening, I still take time to acknowledge that each new day is a miracle. I give gratitude to God for another day alive, another day to create something great, to perhaps inspire someone on their path and allow whatever comes my way to be perfect. Dear angels, all the empty praises in the world cannot convince us that we are great unless we feel it and know it on the inside. Greatness never has to give an explanation. True greatness is shown through one's works and actions, the way in which we impact the lives of others. Greatness does not make excuses or shy away from failure. Again, and most importantly, greatness does not define itself based on someone else's greatness. Dear ones, when you commit to lifelong learning and personal growth, you're committing to be the greatest you possible. Expand your knowledge and wisdom through reading, reflection, experience, and the Morning Cuppa. Always remember that you are unique, so do not compare yourself or your journey to others. Surround yourself with a supportive community of like-minded individuals who can encourage and inspire you on the spiritual journey. We encourage you to be gentle with yourself, as this is a lifetime experience, not just a short jaunt around the block. Spend time in silence and solitude. It allows you to listen to your inner voice, connect with your spiritual essence, and gain clarity. Being great is not something that can be taught to you. You must experience it for yourself. It is not something that you boast about. One who owns their greatness understands that it comes from a higher spiritual dimension and has nothing to do with the 3D world. Accept your greatness today. Dear angels, today I promise to allow greatness into my life and understand that it is not about fortune, but more about acceptance and shining bright into the world. Greatness. You have greatness in you. The first time I heard that was from Les Brown. I had gone to see him in person. He was doing some kind of mastermind event in Orlando, Florida, and I actually drove there to listen to him because I loved his inspirational talks. And I love how he always says, it's a great day to have a great day. But during that whole event, when he was speaking, he would say that several times. You have greatness within you. We all do. And that's the power of being a great man. And I consider Les a great man. And he would always build other people up. Always. And that's who I try to emulate. That's who I try to look up to as a role model. Always build other people up, because we're all equal. If I'm celebrating you, I'm also celebrating me. We're all one. And what I see in you is in me, and what you see in me is in you. So if you see greatness in somebody, know that they're just reflecting it back to you, and that, yes, there is greatness in you. Find it, get in touch with it, and really love on that greatness. What we got? Deirdre, thank you for sharing the 10 million. Today is day 13. Can you believe this, you guys? It is going so fast. And when you think about doing something every day for 3 weeks, that sounds like a long time, doesn't it? But we've been doing it. We've done it 12 days already, and we're on day 13. We're more than halfway done, but we still have the half of that 3 weeks to go, which is going to be exciting if we can just keep drawing in people. So keep sharing it. Please keep sharing that message out. Tell somebody to come in today. Just let them know the time, 1:11 p.m. Eastern, and say, just come and listen to this one meditation and see what you think. Marbeth is going to lead the meditation today. Marbeth Dunn is my co-founder, my partner in this whole experience, and she will be on doing the meditation. I'll be on the road, but I will be listening in from the road. And yes, it is a travel day. Traveling toward Florida. Exciting. Sally says, the circle you surround yourself with has everything to do with your spiritual growth. Yeah. Finding those like-minded people. Finding someone who's not going to always be defiant and challenge everything you say. And bring in that negative aspect. Find the ones that say, yeah, I'm loving life. Yes, I love the fact that we are all one. I love the Creator. Deirdre, you're seeing people from your justice groups coming over to 10 million. I love it. It is awesome. Thank you, Deirdre. You have been such a great help with this project. You're such an important part of us. Thank you for that. And Kathy says, I might be up between 3 and 4 a.m., but I don't think I'd be ready to chat. Yeah, I was just teasing Kathy. I don't think I could put 2 sentences together at 3 a.m. I'm usually writing at that time. Good morning, Brookie Brooke and Dylan and Max. Do I have a special travel angel? Archangel Michael is always in that car. I have the shield of Archangel Michael. For those of you who know what that means, it's a special Reiki attunement, and you use it with everything, especially travel. And Divine Mother is always with me, and Kuan Yin, of course, when I travel. And car fills up with angels. Whoever comes in, and they all keep me safe. And I have seen Archangel Michael actually push cars away from my car. And I know it was him because there was one incident where I saw the guy start to drift, and I was already starting to pass him. And I saw him start to drift over into my lane, and I looked over at the driver, and he was on his cell phone, probably texting, and the car was coming at me. And all of a sudden, he was still on his cell phone, but the car went back into his lane. So I know that was Michael. I know he just kind of pushed a little bit and said, get back over there. It's not your day to run into the Angel Mobile. So I know that he protects me always as I'm on the road. Good morning, Michelle Landers. Hello, hello. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about greatness. You know, it was such a good message last night. And it did come in early, thank goodness. I was able to get some sleep. Sherry and Dan made it home last night, and we went out for dinner to have Indian food, which is one of my favorite cuisines, and I have one of my favorite dishes that I eat there. So I was a happy camper and ready to relax and just be ready for the travel that I'm going to do today. So I did get some good rest last night. Not my normal 2 hours, but I got a little bit more than that. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has for us. And she says, Sisters of Shambhalai. I love this one. Put your faith in the light and believe that good things can happen and will happen. We do not need to deny darkness, but nor do we need to place our minds there. There are lighter dwelling places into which our minds can settle. Trust in the spring that follows the winter. The Sisters of Shambhalai. It's kind of like what we are. We do have a few men that come in and join us, but we really have such a sisterhood here, don't we? Do you all feel that too? That by coming into this family, you have gained so many sisters that you can just love on and confide in and share anything with. Because that's how I feel. You're all my sweet soul sisters. I love every one of you so much, and I'm so grateful that you're in my life. I don't know why I keep getting blurry, but my camera was not happy with me this morning, so I finally got it to work, and now it's like giving me some problems here. All right, so Annie, you feel that too, that you have a sisterhood here with this beautiful spiritual family that we have developed. And Brookie says, oh, a big sweet sisterhood for sure. Yeah, that Max has lots of aunts, doesn't he? Sally, we've seen Archangel Michael do his work for us on the highway with saving us from an accident with a semi and a reckless driver going 70. So grateful for him. Me too. The Shield of Archangel Michael, for those of you who are not familiar with it, it's a Reiki attunement. And what I do is I send it to you by distance if you're not right here with me, and then I send you the information on it, and all you have to do is read the words and accept it when you get that information. And it's so beautiful because you can use it with anything. You can use it in your home. You can use it for your health, your physical health. You can use it for family members, animals, your car, your money. I have it drawn out. It's just a very simple little drawing, and you can put that in your wallet or in your checkbook. I I don't write a lot of checks anymore, but I used to draw it on the check because it's just so simple. So if anyone is interested in having it and you haven't received it from me, just send me a private message and let me know, and I will send that attunement to you. You don't have to be a Reiki practitioner or a Reiki master to receive the attunement. It's just such a beautiful energy, and you have it. Once you have it, you have it. It doesn't shift or change. It's just there inside of you to pull on and to use. Okay, so it is prayer day. So let's get the tiny book message done. Wasn't yesterday awesome? They just turned to that perfect message, but I want somebody to pick today. The tiny book of angel messages. Um, yes, it is. It's such a beautiful, um, it's like a companion that we have all the time. That one of our tools that we know we can just pull out of that toolbox and use. Hope. I've used it for my daughters, drew it on the palm of their hands when they were attending a concert. They came back safe and sound. Absolutely. And you don't even have to physically draw it. That's the other thing. You can just draw it in the air and make that symbol and place your intention there and your thought, and it protects you. It's a very beautiful energy that Archangel Michael has given us. All right, so somebody pick a page. And then we're going to go to our prayers after that. So let me put that message up. Okay, type in your prayer request. And Deirdre's ready for us. She's got our daily prayer already up. Page 7, Michelle Landers says. All right. Page 7 has 4 messages. And we've already had message 1, I think, this week. How about message 2? Okay, Blue Jean, we're going to put you in that prayer circle for your pain to totally go away. And somebody's here with me, so I'm not sure who that. Oh, I know who it is. And we haven't even acknowledged him yet. So can somebody call in our tricky little pirate, please? Marietta, you had that symbol on the mast of sweet dreams. I love it. You are so protected. All right, so I'm still waiting. Y'all call in our Ricky, please. There we go. Thank you, Deirdre. Now I can proceed. Okay, so I missed Kathy's message. We're going to need Archangel Michael tomorrow and through the weekend as we head to Ocean City Motorcycle Festival. We'll get to see, oh, you're going to see Billy Idol. Oh, awesome. I love that. And yes, you are protected. And Kathy, I think you have the shield. I'm not sure, but let me know if you don't. And Michelle's asking prayers for her friend Mark, just diagnosed with cancer with throat nodules. And there he is. There's our sweet Ricky. All right, so the message from the angels from the tiny book says, when earth angels perform a service, it is because they just act with no regard for anything else other than bringing love to the person or the situation. In acknowledging these acts of kindness, you are in essence seeing yourself in each other. Let's all do an act of kindness today. What do you say? Everybody want to commit to doing that? Do one act of kindness today, and let's just get the world lit up with kindness. So I will commit. Anyone else want to say your yes, that you will do one act of kindness, at least one, but that you're committing to do one act of kindness today? I love it. I see you, Michelle. I see Sally and Tony are in. That's 4 of us. Anybody else want to commit to kindness today? Deirdre. Oh, you're always kind, Deirdre. But let's whatever it takes, whatever you do, sending a message to someone or opening a door, whatever that looks like in your world, just do one thing to show others that, you know what, there's still people in this world that are good and kind and that want the best for everyone, instead of always just being negative Nellies. Let's be the kind ones today. And Tony's messaging that she's in. Thank you. And Kathleen, kindness is king. I love that. Catherine DeSanti, Annie Seven, yay, we're the kindness troops today. Kathy Han, thank you. Yes, I have the shield and I have drawn it on my front door as well as all over the house. Yeah, well, remember to use it when you're on that motorcycle going to see your Billy Idol. I'm envious there. All right, let me get the prayer list going. And if you have any to add to it, put it in the messages. If you have any updates, please put that in the message. And I may not have updated it last week. I'm not sure. I'm going to bring it up and see. Let me go get it. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Well, some technical difficulties, so bear with me. Okay, I'm going to read them this week because it's supposed to automatically play, but it's not. So anyway, we're praying for all of us, all the P's for peace, for world peace, for attention to human trafficking, for Prachetta, Prachir Goofy, Aunt Mina and Neil, Nefriti, Jasmine and her daughters, her whole family, Abha, my sister Billy and her family, my sister Sheila and all her family, Gary, my sister Loretta and her husband and family, Joanne Castrillo, and I know Joanne had added a prayer yesterday. Joanne, if you're here, I apologize. If you can, please type that in. Elaine, Deirdre and her family, and Sweet Thump, Deirdre's sister Steph and her husband, Adriel, Joni, Carl, and Viola, Tia Fernetti, Mickey, and Sally. Prayers for Tony's nephew, who was just in an accident, and our grandson Joe, who also was in an accident. Oh dear. He's the one that we're praying for his dad. All right. Catherine DeSanti, prayer for my release from fear and for all those in nursing homes. Thank you. Suzanne Millard and her family, Jacob, Marietta, and Ed out there on the water with our good girl Pearl and Mr. Wiggles, Raquel and Claude and their family, Leo Harley and family, Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Ricky's family and friends, and especially our sweet Josie, who we haven't seen today, so let's call her in here. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Tom and Mary, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio, Jean and Ron Lorio and all their families, Mary Lou Burdick and family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs and all of their family, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony De La Rosa and Rose De La Rosa, Kathy and Bob Hand and their family, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and wife, Pat Moss. I haven't seen Pat today. Pat, we're praying for you and all of your family. Becky LaFave, Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons, and especially his brother and his brother's wife, Kathy. Hope Wellington Marshall and Zina, and Hope's parents, Winston and Cynthia, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven and Grayson and all of her kids, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Luz Orsini and her kids and family, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, Oksana and all of your family, Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and daughters, Beata, Juliana, Linda and Dick Lemieux, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord, Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean, lifting you up, sweetheart, lifting you high to get rid of that pain energy, and praying for you and Dave, and especially the situation that you have going on with your home that you're trying to evict someone from, and all the fur babies, and I gotta say their names or they'll be upset. Pocky, Gruff, Razzmatazz, Whizzy Bee, Blue, Lulu, and my Gizmo. Dolly the horse, Chance the horse, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie, and all your sweet family, Dylan and baby Max, Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Lily Ann in Norway, and all of her family, especially her mom, I think, is going through some more stuff right now. Kathleen Caputo, baby Wyatt, and can we have an update on the babies, Kathleen? Baby Wyatt, baby Haven, baby Divine, Kat, Steve, Candy, and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, gearing up for winter time, Captain Corey's mom Pixie and her family, Auntie Jean just arrived, Alba, Dottie and Don, Grace Isis and all her family in Kenya, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine and John, Tammy Fisk and daughter and sister Tracy, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez and her mom, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, and her daughter Lainey is on the mend, I believe, doing a little better health-wise, and praying for her sister-in-law Sharon. Let's pray for Jeannie's family. Jeannie's in spirit now. She has a sister Merle that's still there in Colorado, and praying for the whole area of Boulder, Colorado. Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and their family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea, Sher Gatewood and her brother-in-law Padama, Hanaya, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman, Mary Quincoli, who I think just joined us a few minutes ago, and her friends in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camille and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil, and the Pakistan orphans, that whole area in Pakistan, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joseph, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Mary Ann Pish and family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Sharon Boyle, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's niece Laura, Maggie's mom, and let's pray for Maggie also. She's going through some things right now. Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and your family, your son Alan, and Alicia. I gave you a new son, didn't I? Kagan and Wyatt, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, and welcome Shiraz. And yes, we are praying for, I believe it's your brother, Adol Desai. Yes. And your mom, Sharu Desai. We'll add those to the list. My apologies if they're not on there. And Kathleen is giving an update on the babies. It says Haven, although still having many physical challenges, is doing really well in transformational kindergarten. Will be 5 on January the 1st. Wyatt has been doing well, but lately running some fevers and tummy challenges. But these are probably just viruses. Yeah. And Levin has a relapse of leukemia, so extra prayers would be great. Okay. All right, back to the list. Joanne McCann New, Whitney, Jude Dalton, Karen Gibbons, and her daughter Matt, James Schultz family, Julie Kiss and her mom Cynthia, Linda Kiss, Courtney, Lucinda, Ryan, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Kompemans, Sunny and Hunter, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and her family. I'll be seeing her soon. Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Zoe Charles, Erica Fagels, Yolanda, Selby Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes, and her mom Jewel. And I don't have an update on her. Sally or Tony, do you all know what's going on with her mom and if she's now stable? Because I haven't heard anything from Robin. Joey, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Nancy Burdowski, EC, Shelley Newman's family, especially her husband Terry. Shelley is now in her spirit body, and let's just lift that energy there for them as they figure out how to communicate with her in spirit. Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe H., Ollie the cat, Marisol Soto, Cassie, Deborah. Okay, thank you, Sally. I'll reach out to her also because I think I'll be passing by her on my travels. Tyler, Chad Ehlers, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Sharon, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Softman, Jacqueline Carbajal, and David Riker, Solby Barnes, Og Barnes, Gun Ellen Sundahl, Vita Hammond, Maria Mitchinson Higman Simpson, Sam, Suzanne's dog, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Seward Rickardson, Matt, Anjali, Juliet, Paula, David, the Rowland family, Colleen, Dellen Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole, Jay Briscoe's family and friends, Robert Wallington, who is, I think he's out of the hospital, right, Sally? And now Joe, being in an accident, and his brother Ben, JT, Francis Nelvin, Shanna, Danielle Riverin and her family, Annie's Aunt Carol, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine and Ed, Charlie, Isaac, Jonathan and Eddie, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Peter and Catherine DeSanti, and the people that are in the nursing home where Peter is at, we're praying for them. Mary Jane, Carol Caruso, Adam, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and family, Eric and John, Darlene Osei, Paul, Liam, Pam, Mivan and Vanya, Anita Blake, Daniel McGraw, Vinny Vega, Billy Joe, and he's still in the hospital. Okay, thank you for that update. Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, Gabrielle, Ina, Joanne's mom, Donna, Courtney, Nancy, Tammy Greco's family, the areas of India with flooding, and any of the areas right now going through the disasters, including Hawaii, Pakistan, lots of places that have flooding and storms going on, and praying for Florida with the hurricanes that are going to be passing by, hopefully not making a turn, but going on up north. Bailey, Lonnie, Jacob, Mary, Brian, Lily, Wilbert, Ron Mason, Gabby Forrester. I haven't had an update on her. The Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capola, Matroni, Bobby, Elaine. Oh, Shiraz, we do have you on the list, and your mom, Sharu. Okay, so any others that we need to add in there, I'll type them in after the show from the comments that you've made. And thank you. Thank you to everyone who has contributed today to updates and to the new ones that are going on the list. So let's go into our hearts. And who else do we need to put on here? Well, travel prayers for myself, please, as I'm headed to Florida, and prayers for our time there together when I'm going into Florida. Wilbert is Grayson's grandfather. He had kidney cancer, and they will be wanting to do surgery soon. Okay, thank you, Annie, for that update. All right, so let's go into our hearts and say this prayer with me, please. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. Let's lift all these prayers up to our Creator, asking that they be seen and acknowledged, answered for the best and highest good of all. And we bring this with our full heart, and then we let it go. We know that we don't know the answers, but we know that we don't have to. We'll never know the answers to everything in life, but we have that faith and that trust in our heart that there is a Creator who cares, who loves us unconditionally, and we are so grateful. Thank you to everyone who was here today. I love you so much. And now we do what we do every day, and we do it so well. We give love and gratitude to each other. So let me get those words up. If you don't know them by now, I don't know what to say. Because we have two things that we say to each other every day to end our show. And that's love and gratitude on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Let me put the chat back up so y'all can see all that love flowing in. And there's our Sally and Tony. We love you, Sally and Tony. Annie Banani and little Grayson. So sweet. Kathleen Caputo. All right. Our Leo yesterday sent me the original, not the version that we've been playing, but the original Cuppa Full of Joy. Let me go find it, and I want to play that for you this morning. Hopefully it'll come through. And we'll keep doing the love and gratitude while that's playing. Good morning. All right, here we go.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's a perfect day to have a great day. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. We wake up every morning, might as well enjoy the day.
Oh, thank you, Jean.
Wherever she may be, we create a world where we can be together. The hot telephone is always one phone call away. Calling all the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath and going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the fall. The daily mantra is
thank you. I love you. Namaste, y'all.
Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the fall. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all.
Do y'all like this version? I love it.
The coffee's always warm and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on the show. Today's not your day, we all part of the game, let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can sight the dust, every song is the space in the thought. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the fall. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the fall. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all.
Full of joy.
Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the fall. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the fall. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all.
I love that version. I love both of them. We don't have a woo with that one, but you all know that's there. All right. It's time to get out of here. I love you all so much. I'm going to be getting on the road in just a few minutes. So let's pray that Michael is covering my car with a bubble of protection, like I know he is. And I saw someone ask what the shield is, the shield of Archangel Michael. Was that you, Catherine DeSante, I believe, maybe? Anyway, just send me a message and I will give you the attunement and send you the information about it, and that way you have it. And you really do need that to place in the nursing home where Peter is. You can do that and place it over him as well. So I love you all so much. Don't forget 111 today, meditation for 10 million for world peace, and stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And oh my goodness, look who just jumped in here. Our sweet Grace Isis is here. Good morning, Gracie. Yes, prayers for Morocco especially, and Algeria, and I want to include Haiti in there. It's gotten really bad there in Haiti with the atmosphere, not with disasters, but it is a disaster when a country is in such turmoil. So please keep them in your prayers. All right, we're out of here. I love you so much. Namaste, y'all. I will see you later. Bye, everyone.